Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Cooper, known as the Channel Guy Trader, and I'm reporting to you live from Wall Street Trading's Miami office down in sunny South Florida. Today's date is Tuesday, October the 22nd, 2013, and here's today's midday market update brought to you by WallStreetTrading.com. I want to first start by taking a look to see how the indices are trading for the session so far for the day here. The Dow is currently up 43 points. The Nasdaq's up about 2 points or so. S&P 500's up 7 points. If we take a look at the TLT, the 30-year Treasury bond plus, up 107.80, all right, up $1.09. The euro via the FXE is up 94 cents. The UUP, the dollar ETF here is down 12 cents. Seeing a lot of strength in the euro today, a lot of weakness in the dollar. If you guys been paying attention to our after the bell market summary videos, we've been talking about this a lot. Hopefully, you guys have been sharing those analysis and participating in some of that action there. Commodities are catching a nice bid today. Silver SLV up 52 cents. JJC copper up 44 cents. GDX gold miners up $1. We've been talking about this sector recently as well, as this could be a little short-term bottom for those names. GLD up $2.50, getting a nice bid today thanks to that dollar weakness. USO crude oil seeing some weakness today. USO down 28 cents. If we take a look at the top sectors here, percent change from open on our ETF list that we track intraday to check out sector rotation throughout the day. GDX gold miners, they're up about 2.25% from the opening price. VXX up over 2% from the opening price, meaning that volatility did come into the market later on in the day here after the open, of course. SLV silver up 1.25%. Coal stocks are actually holding up well. With this market action we're getting today, and of course, I think it's just some money rotating into those basic material stocks as that dollar continues to weaken. These physical assets and basic material stocks that hold some type of real value will go up in price, will appreciate in value. We're seeing some weakness in the biotechs. XBI down close to 3/4% from the opening price. XOK down a little bit over 0.5%. Um, and that's a technology ETF, and the finances are a little bit weak today. Nothing too crazy there, but the FAS is down over 1/4% from the opening price. So let's go ahead and bust down the charts here, starting off with the 15-minute chart of the ES. We did have a nice little run up here in the morning around 8:30, thanks to those employment numbers. The employment rate went from 7.3% to 7.2%, but of course nobody believes the government numbers, so who cares really what it is? Just have to see what the market does, how the market reacts to it, and how did the market react to it? Well, the market rallied up from a low of 1737 around 8:30, which was around the previous day's close, all the way to a high of 1755. If you take a look at the 5-minute chart, you can see it started off pretty quiet here, a little inside bar action, nothing much, and then boom, the market took off. All right, we gave a nice little signal to the short side in the room here in our chat room, mywallstreettv.com. If you have not been there yet, go check it out. To log into the chat room, you can fill out the form on the right-hand side of the homepage to wallstreettrading.com or type in the password SMART, SMART, and that should give you access. But then again, you won't have a 14-day free trial, so you really want to make sure you log in and fill out the form on the website. In any case here, we had the signal for the topping tail right here at 1754. It gave you a short entry on the break of that candle low with a stop at the high. We actually highlighted it when we were in this area, and then we fell a nice a nice fast 10-point drop in a matter of 30 minutes. Got a nice little bounce up. So far, we put a lower high in off of these highs up here. We'll see if this is going to lead to a move down. I'm expecting the market to go back below the opening price 1744. I'm also expecting the market to go back below the previous day's high 1742 half, and that would give us like a little topping tail on the daily charts at the end of the day. We'll see if that happens. Let's see. So that's what we're looking at for the ES. Again, so keep a close eye on some of the levels that we're going to be watching to the downside. Keep it on the 1740, 1735, 1732, 1738 previous day's close. That level should get some action as well. 1738 previous day's close. And back to the top side, if we get over 1749, we should make a move back up towards the 1753s if some buyers come back in. However, I don't think the buyers going to come back in today. We had some heavy selling pressure that came into the heavy selling volume that came in. All right, and the volume on the bounce up, you can see here is pretty light, and volume has been declining since then. And if the volume picks back up to the bear side, most likely, if we're moving down, the market's trending down, and the volume starts picking up, that would be very bearish, and we'll be expecting another move down. Let's see here, the ES 15-minute chart again. We just look at the 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart, obviously the same thing. Here you can see volume's pretty low, and right now we're still in a downtrend from these little highs that we made here. We have a high, a low, a lower high. We have yet to make that lower low, but if we make that lower low, that should bring some more sellers. So what are some stocks that we're watching today? Well, let me bring up my stock chart. And a couple of stocks that we were watching today, we definitely were watching the gold miners since we saw that gold spiked up the way it did. Um, so let's take a look at EMC first, because this one was a trade of the day that's been pretty much trading like garbage. In other words, it's been trading sideways and haven't really give you that nice move that you look for when you're looking to trade a stock and play. EMC gap down. I believe it's either from earnings or either from VMW's earnings. I'm not sure. I just know it's in play, so we were watching it. So we got chopped up a little bit in this name, but I would not be watching this in the afternoon. Take a look at the hourly chart. It could get some selling pressure, but just the fact that it traded pretty sloppy in the morning session here, you can see it's not on our radar for a watch. But I would not be surprised if it moves down, as our game plan on this one was to short a rally on it, and this thing's just been kind of just chopping all over the place. But we did have some good trade call outs in the GLD gold. All right, GLD was a nice trade for us. We got long the GLD originally at 128.40 at 128.48 in the chat room, which is right. Let's see here.